Hey guys, this is Whitney Wemhoff, and I am pre-recording this last training for the back to school series that I'm helping Andrea with because by the time you are watching it, I will be in Dallas at seminar. So I'm excited to talk to you guys about the different projects and portfolio ideas that I've had her make me over the years, because this topic I feel like is kind of special because it's really like how Andrea and I started working together on graphics to begin with. Because when I was becoming a director, I had started um, having her kind of create all my ideas for me. So I wasn't spending all this time like making them myself. And so I would just pay her this like monthly retainer, basically, is what it was. And then every week I would have her come up with ideas for me and she would make them. And that was just what we did for years. And then after doing that for so long and realizing like all these people were kind of wanting some of the things that she was creating for me, I told her, like, you should just like put all of this like on a website somewhere, and then instead of charging people for like each project like I was paying her for, like she could just kind of make a membership type thing, and then everything we create like just put it on the website. And so that is when Glam Boss Graphics was born. And so she still makes all my things for me, almost weekly, not quite weekly these days, but still a lot of stuff that I bring for her to make. And I don't have to pay her a retainer anymore to do that, which is great. So, and now you guys get all of it too, which is fun. So the reason this topic is so special is because like that's kind of what brought us together, but it's also special because I learned this concept. Really, it started with my mom, who's also my national, she's my director and my national, and my mama, Stacy James. She taught me when I was a brand new consultant. She would teach me to always have a project that I was working on. She told me that when she was like building her business, that she would always work on like a portfolio. That's what people like. She would ask people to be a model for her portfolio. And so I loved this concept because having a project that you're working on makes such a difference when it comes to like the booking part, when you're like asking someone, because I feel like it gives you confidence when you're asking them to help you with something, like because you have a reason to ask them. You're not just saying like, hey, come try my product and buy it from me. It's like you're asking them because you're working on something, you've got a project. It gives you that confidence. So they know what's in it for you. It kind of removes that expectation. They know that you're asking them because you've got a goal to enter so many people into this portfolio, or because like the company is doing a makeover contest. Like I love when they do makeover contests because it's like the perfect reason to be like, hey, I need you to be a model for me, because not only does it enter you in this contest, but I also get entered too. When there wasn't makeover contests going on, I would do things like, I'm in this challenge, and when I, do so many or whatever, I get this prize. And as a consultant, like I would tell my mom, like, you're going to give me this prize when I do so many of these or whatever. So it was like, it was true. And then as a director, sometimes I was like, I am going to go get myself a pedicure when I, whatever, like you have a goal for whatever reason. They know what's in it for you and why you're asking them. So when I first started out, when I was a brand new consultant, the very first project I came up with was my practicing pink portfolio, is what I called it. I was 18 when I got my starter kit. I was a freshman in college. And this is back before like Facebook. So actually, I think it was like my freshman year that Facebook started, but it was only for college students. And it was like, like MySpace, Facebook, like that time. And for me, like I didn't have Facebook yet to like keep me connected to everyone I'd ever known up until that point of me being like, 18 years old. So I really only had the people that I went to high school with that I had phone numbers for, that stayed in town. So like I went to the university here where I live, but a lot of my friends left like the state to go to college. And this is, again, before like so much social media and virtual stuff. So I, didn't like really have the resources to hold appointments with them and stuff, living somewhere else. And so I just had the people that I knew, like the couple people that stayed here in Nebraska and that I had phone numbers for, to like ask them to help me. So what I would say to them is, I just started my Mary Kay business, and I do not know what I'm doing. Like, I'm building this practice portfolio, and I practice on at least 30 people. I get this prize, and I need you to be my guinea pig. And I trust you because I know that you're not going to laugh at me if I have no idea what I'm doing or I totally mess it up. Like, you're not going to judge me. So I feel safe with you. Can I just practice with you? That's like how I would approach it with them. I have this practice portfolio that I'm working on. Will you bring some people with you to my dorm? We're going to like sit down and I'm going to practice with you guys. And the more people you bring, the faster I'm going to get to 30. And that was like how I also got referrals. Like, that was like where I started, was like built this practice portfolio. So it just removed that expectation on them to feel like I was going to pressure them to shop. It removed the expectation off of me to feel like I had to know what I was doing, because I really did not. Like, my mom's been a national since I was little, so I never saw her hold a party or do a skincare class or any of those kind of things. So I had to learn it like with the starter kit, like everybody else. So last week, if you watched my back to school series class on the like connection cards that I had Andrea create for me, I talked about like how like I had her create those to help me warm chat, because I'm just not the type of person that can just easily strike up conversations with someone that I don't know. And so I after I kind of worked my way when I was a freshman, like through, the couple people I knew, and then meeting people through them, like the referrals and those kind of things, I got through them. And then I started to like realize I needed to meet some other people. And so I still was in, I feel like, the practicing phase of my business. I still felt like I could say that. So I started just creating tools for myself. Like, I just would go on, and I think I used like, I don't like a Word document or Publisher or something back then. I don't even know what I had on my computer to like create my own little, probably really pathetic looking flyers back then. But things that I put together these tools. So when I would meet somebody in one of my classes and I would say, hey, like, I'm working on this portfolio. I know that we don't know each other. This is weird, but I don't know anybody. And I would love if you could help me with it, because you're like, got a great smile, or your nails are so pretty, or you're always so cute when you come to class, or whatever. Like, I would just strike up a conversation. And actually, like, one of my favorite stories from doing that was like this girl I sat next to. I don't even know what class it was. I think maybe like a history type class or something, but her name was Grace, and she sat next to me, and we started talking about like where we get our nails done or something. And so I just said, would you like help me with this portfolio? I gave her my flyer. So she did. We got together in my dorm. She brought some of her friends with her. And to this day, I am good friends with all of those girls that she brought, but very good friends with Grace. We were both in each other's weddings. She's still my customer till to this day. She just ordered some product the other day. So like, it's so cool, the connections that we can make with people, because we're asking them to help with the portfolio. Like, having a project makes such a difference. So I started creating those tools. It just kind of gave me some confidence. It wasn't until I was becoming a director that I started to realize, like, hey, I should just maybe have my friend Andrea, who's a graphic designer, start making some of these things for me, so that I'm not spending so much time putting them together myself, and they will look so much better. So she was able to take the ideas that I had to like a whole new level, because she's insanely talented graphic designer, as you guys know. And so she was able to do things that I didn't even know like where to begin to create. So it just kind of opened up my like brain to all of these ideas, which was good, because you can only do like a practicing portfolio for so long before people are starting to like not maybe believe that you're still practicing anymore. So I started coming up with like other projects, like I Love Lashes portfolio. I think when we came up with one of the mascaras was new. Skin analysis portfolio, Project Beautiful portfolio. My favorite ones are the ones that like tie into the Mary Kay charitable foundation. So like the Team Up for Women, Kiss Away Domestic Violence, breast cancer awareness, all those kinds of ones I love because there's even more of a reason to share them with people and to enroll them in that project, because it's doing so much good and you're creating so much awareness in addition to meeting some great new people. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to screen share. Let me pull that up. Okay, so in here, hold on. Wasn't that? Okay, in here, the gallery page under marketing is where a lot of those portfolios are. I'm going to show you the breast cancer awareness one because a lot of them, we started creating them. I'd have her make like the portfolio part for me, and then I had like all these like pieces to it. And I really love for everything to match. If you guys have not figured that out by now. And so I would have her like here's the theme, here's the design, and then she'd make it all the pieces for all the different things. And then this one, I feel like we have way more stuff even than we do for some of the other ones, but she's also got this one moved into Canva. So since a lot of these are ones that like we created forever ago before Canva was like a thing, she is in the process of starting to like move some of those projects. Like they're all still usable for sure, whether they're in Canva or not, but she is starting to kind of like everything on her website that was from before Canva times. She's like starting to slowly put them in Canva, but she has to recreate them completely in Canva. She can't just like pop it into Canva. She has to like recreate it. And so that's a process in the works, but all the this breast cancer stuff is in there. The breast cancer awareness. So there's the Powered by Pink portfolio. So I'm going to show you that. So if you do the Canva template, you can also just do the PDF, but it'll open up into here and it'll take you into your Canva. And so this portfolio has this page that you can use as like, if you're going to actually print off a portfolio to show people, you could do that. This could be the cover, or you can use this as a flyer. It just kind of explains some of the stuff about the company. This part is like my scripts for like what I would say when I was booking somebody, and then my referral scripts and like some of the tools that go along with that I'll show you too. But what you can do with this is like back in the day when we were doing portfolios, we would like print off pictures and tape them to paper and make like a portfolio that way. So now with the Canva one, you can just drop the picture in there if you want to, and then you could print it off, or you could save them out as an image and make a virtual portfolio, which I'll talk about in a minute too. But this is kind of like if you really want like a physical page. So what I would do is I would actually have like at the appointment, I would have, this was kind of blank, and I'd have them like fill out the information, so they felt like they were doing something like part of the portfolio. And then I had this what do you think form is what they would fill out after I was done with the appointment. And that's where I was kind of getting like the feelers on what they thought about the opportunity and the products that they just tried and what they wanted to purchase and stuff. And so this is with every project, the what do you think form. And I did this because it gave me a reason to share the opportunity with them at the appointment, was my reasoning. Because I would tell them like, okay, at the beginning of the appointment, I would tell them like, I'm going to go over some products with you. We're going to try the products. I'm going to teach you about some of it. And then I'm going to have this questionnaire at the end you're going to fill out. And I'm just going to get your feedback on some of the stuff you tried. I'm going to share a little bit about the company and like what I'm doing, and then get some of your feedback on that. And so they just knew that was coming, that I was going to talk about the opportunity. I was going to talk about the product. They were going to fill out this questionnaire, and then I was going to use it, with their before and after pictures in my portfolio. Like it was just kind of part of the whole shebang. Then she doesn't have it in here. Okay. This is like a tracking sheet that you could use for to track, like if you are gonna, do 30 of them because your director's giving you a prize, or you're giving yourself a prize, or you just want them to like you can either just use it for your own tracking, or you can have them write their names on it too or something, so that they can see like they're a part of this project that you're working on. So the other thing is these referral sheets that I thought were in there, so that's why I had that open. But these are, it's got the one page that I just showed you that has like the questionnaire, but then there's another page in there that's a place for them to write their names and numbers down of the people that the referrals that they're giving you, because they know that you're working on a project and that you need so many people to help you with this project, and they're going to get a gift. Like I give little blessing bags, or whatever you want for helping you with the project. And then I have done things too where it's like however many people that have gotten together with me that they've referred, and they also get some credit to use in my store. So there's like I could do a whole referral training, but I wanted to have like that piece that matched the portfolio, because it looked like, hey, this is a project that I'm working on, that, all these things go together. This is the image that I would text to the person when I was texting the referral to reach out to explain, like, they've been nominated to help me with this project that I'm working on, and here's what you get, kind of thing. So there's that picture. What I do love about having them in Canva now, though, is that like if you don't like what I say, like you can change it to say whatever you want it to say. Then you've got your matching stickers and gift tags to put on the pamper packs now, or whatever thing you would want that to go on. I usually take like the in-person appointments, I'll have like a cello bag that's got like the referral sheet, the questionnaire sheet, the stuff that they can take home. Like I have on her team building page, she's got like the consultant experience flyer that I had her make that has all the information kind of about the opportunity. I have my 4 areas of transformation sheet that I also learned from my mom that she made for me, that I use for marketing. Any of those kind of things, I put them like in a cello bag, so then you could put like the stickers on that if you wanted to. The before and after posting templates, this is something you can use for 2 purposes. One, to create awareness for your project. So if you're posting it saying like, thanks Sarah for being a part of my portfolio, like you're making such a big difference for my goal, yada yada. Like, if anyone else is interested in helping me with this, it would make such a difference, you get this gift or whatever you want to say. But you're using it to post, to get engagement, to show people, post it in your client Facebook group. You could create an album in your client Facebook group that's like your virtual portfolio, if you weren't going to print one off, which is totally fine, to just do like a virtual one. So you could use the page in the portfolio, or you could use like these. There's 2 options. There's one where you could just put the after picture if you're not sure if the person's going to want their before picture and after picture on there's both options. This is a contouring for a cause, like it's related, but it's it's not part of all the matching tool, but it's something you could use if you wanted to if you were doing like a breast cancer awareness project. These are story images and posting images that you can use to like help enroll people and rally people in your audience for this project that you're working on, that you need models for it. The breast self-exam card I love to put in my little the little packets that I was talking about that I give them at appointments, but also I include those in like with my connection cards I was talking about last week when I'm giving them out like in October. And I put together these breast cancer awareness connection cards, the stickers and everything, or the little packs I put together for the referrals as part of their gift. Like you can include that in there as content for those kind of things. The sign, so a lot of them have a makeover sign, and the idea behind this is you print it out as like a regular piece of paper and put it inside a frame like those like certificate frames. You can get them at like Walmart. It looks, not kind of, it is, it looks just like this. And so what I would do at my appointments is I would bring it, and I would bring a dry erase marker. And then after she would do her makeover and everything, I would have her write like, for this one, like what women are courageous, women are strong, or whatever. And so then I would take her after picture of her holding up her sign. You could do the same thing virtually. Like if you're sending this packet to someone virtually, like you could put the paper in there, she can write on it, you can take her picture with it, like anything you can do to enroll them in what they're doing, I feel like makes them feel like there's more importance to it. Like instead of just being like, hey, take your selfie and send it to me, it's like, I need you to hold this sign up and take your picture so I can use it for my portfolio. Like I feel like there's steps to the process, and that it's like a big deal. Does that make sense? So that was why I created that. Like when I would do in-person appointments, it was like, so this is why I'm asking you to help me. Like we're going to do this makeover, and I'm going to have you write on this frame here, and we're going to take your picture, and it's going to go in my portfolio, and I'm going to use it to create awareness and all of that. But you can do the same thing virtually too. This was like a booking image, and it has this picture of this girl holding up a sign to show you like an example of what like you're asking them to do. Because a lot of times if people say no or don't know, it's like they don't always understand what it is you're asking them to do. And so I always wanted to have tools to show them, to make it clear, like, this is what I'm asking, this is what I need help with, so they can understand, like, oh, I get that, like I can do that with you, like that makes sense to them, right? This is a lipstick selfie idea. This is not really completely like totally part of the portfolio, but it's something you could use like as a warm chatting tool if you wanted to, for enrolling people for your project that you're doing. These are just some more stickers. There's a whole Kiss for a Cure project that there's another page that's got a bunch of tools on it, like the Kissology stuff you can use, but then you could use this postcard because this one specifically talks about breast cancer awareness. And then there's cancer skincare kit. And these are all like, you can use them as stickers or as gift tags if you're going to put together like a roll-up bag for somebody who's going through cancer treatments right now. And then you can use these gift tags in each of the pockets, kind of like the satin collection stuff that she has. So those tools I just thought I'd show you since I'm on this page, but they're not specifically related to like the portfolio concept. But the whole idea is to have a project and any other pieces that you can use to tie into the project, just make it even more fun for you and for them, but also it just enrolls them more in the process. So you could have like different times of the year that's like specific projects that you're working on. Like I usually do this in October, and then I do the Kiss Away Domestic Violence one. I will do in February, because October is actually Domestic Violence Awareness Month, but then so is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. But then in February, I think it's like dating Domestic Violence Awareness Month or something like that. So then I use that month as like, that's when I do the Kiss Away Domestic Violence project, and I enroll my unit in on it. And we do for that one, she's got a bunch of stuff that you can like sell kits. Like there's like different things like that you can do with it, where it's like people can purchase so many maybe I'll show you, but I already stopped screen sharing. So different like kits that you can purchase that can go as part of the project. So like, here's the ways you can help. You can get some friends together. You can be a model for me. You can purchase one of these kits. And I've even like had years where we've made t-shirts for like my meetings with all my consultants. And that way, every time when people would come to our events and the whole month was focused on this project, we were all wearing our, Kiss Away Domestic Violence t-shirts. And so to just like make it a party, make it fun, have a project. And then that way you've got those people in your life that you need to like those customers that you need to maybe get back in front of again 6 months from now or whatever. And you can be able to reach out and say, hey, I've got this new project that I'm working on, and ask them to help you with that and gets you back in front of them again. So having a project, having a reason for people to get together with you, having fun tools and things that kind of can go along with it to help get people excited and roll them in the process. All those things make a really big difference. So that's how I built my business. I mean, really, that was really how I started everything, from just my practicing pink portfolio to then it turned into the next portfolio. And then it was a reason to ask people. It's a reason to ask them to bring some friends because they were helping me with this project and reach my goal of 30 people in this portfolio. And then I would get referrals from them at those appointments because they were all continuing to help me meet more people. And so it's just kind of that snowball effect, like just the first initial like booking was like this little snowball. And then I would have them ask if they'd bring some friends to help me. And then the snowball got bigger and then they would all give me referrals and that got bigger. And so it just continued to go on from there. So I hope that helped you. If you have any questions, but the time you're watching this, I'm in Dallas, so I might not be able to pay attention like the day she posts this video, but you can reach out to me or you can comment and then I'll come back later when I've got time, maybe when I get back home or something, and I'll check it out and get back to some of your guys' comments and questions. But I hope this helped you. All right. Have a great rest of your day.